What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another television review today. Actually, today is a double feature because I wanted to lump these two television things together because one I have a lot more to say than the other. So I want to wrap up the whole Grand Tour thing. So today I'm going to look at Lochdown and Carnage, Trois, or pronounce it, how you pronounce it. So again, two more Grand Tour specials. Again, watch them all on Prime, and I have a lot. And like I said, I got some things to say about them. Like, I feel like one of these specials was definitely a return to form for something that I'm familiar with the Top Gear guys, these icons of the Top Gear universe, as I call them, and one not so much. Like, and that's where I'm gonna go with this. Is like, I want to talk about Carnage Trois a little bit because here's the thing with this. Like, this one technically was a bit of a destination event. But here it wasn't much of a road trip. It was more like just them having fun and just doing some things that they shouldn't be doing, like testing. Obviously, they were testing out all these different French style model cars. Richard Hammond was driving a very old fashioned car, which we're judging by looking at it, but made me laugh. But at the same time, made me go, "Holy crap! This is an old fashioned machine that somehow works," and it kind of does. But of course, things are not going to go the way they are. And like, I was kind of expecting a little bit more from this Carnage Trois event, but not much else. But of course, everyone's going to talk about, of course, the last act, which of course includes that custom trebuchet / catapult that you've seen them set up. You probably see them all online. And of course, it kind of leads to one of my favorite moments. So yeah, they sit and they're like, "I hate this car. I just want to send it back where they send it." And Carson goes, "Wait a minute, I know what we can do." And of course, that leads to they set it up and they attempt to fling it across the seat. But here's the thing. I'm like, wait, but something didn't make sense. I'm like, wait a minute. If you're going to try to fling it from across the seat, I'm like where they set the capital up didn't match up. I'm like, what are they doing? Apparently, it's like they just desperately wanted to shoot it in one direction, but they meant to do it in another, and it just went awry, which, of course, again, is a Top Gear thing. It's like, oh, crap, we definitely messed up. And my goodness, that had me laughing at the same time. I was like, I feel bad whoever's farm that was that got destroyed. So if anybody really got hurt in that stunt, please let me know, because again, nothing I didn't know about, but it was still a fun and entertaining moment. But yeah, again, Carnage kind of expecting a little bit more. But Lochdown, on the other hand, had me laughing and had me smiling a little bit, because this one was filmed literally around the time that, of course, the pandemic had hit. So hence the title Lochdown, but spelt like lock, as in the Lake Loch Ness. And of course, how appropriate, because that's where the special takes place in Scotland. And of course, they've done a couple of episodes in Scotland, or moments in the past. This one's a little different. It's like, here they take these classic American cars, then they try to get to this so-called American style bar that's somewhere in the Scottish Highlands. And of course, things go awry. They got somehow they get like trailers hitched up to these. I was had me thinking, like, can you really hook up a trailer to an old fashioned car like a Cadillac or a Lincoln or something like that? I'm like, can you? But here it kind of did, but I don't know if they did. I don't know if it was just done for the show, but it was real fun. Just getting the chance to see the Scottish Highlands is also breathtaking, because everyone I've talked to says that yes, Scotland is fucking cold all the time, but yeah, there's once a year where it's not as cold. Yes, it's foggy, but yes, it's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. I mean, hello, come on, Highlander, one of my favorite movies, was filmed there, and like, even guys like Sean Connery, he grew up in Scotland. You can just tell, and of course, you can feel the history of Scotland in this special. And like, even though it's much different what they've done in the past, so it's again it's just the Top Gear guys just having a trip and having a talk and discussing cars, which I really like. Whereas I favor this more than the others. And of course, I feel like one of the most that had me laughing was when Carson's trailer just somehow disconnects, just goes sailing off the road, and he goes, "Oh my goodness, how did that happen?" I'm like, imagine if that happened on the M3. I'm like, yeah, I can totally see disaster occurring if that ever happened. Of course, that had me thinking. I'm like, if that happened on a big major highway like 295 or Route 80 or something, where the biggest highways are in the country. Of course, I'm using ones that are local. Yeah, if I saw that happen, I would shit my pants. Be like, oh God, runaway trailer. Good Lord. But overall, the lockdown had me laughing, especially up to the final end. But of course, I don't know if it was meant to be an inside joke or an inside jab. But if I get to the bar and they look at the menu and they're like, wait a minute, this isn't American, it's all Chinese. I don't know if that was a dig to American politics. Of course, I don't want to go there. Of course, again, that's something for another day, and I don't like to talk about it, especially on my channel. But yeah, you got my point. But it was just fun, good times to see Clarkson, May, and Hammond in their elements. Now, if I had to rank all these Top Gear specials that I have reviewed in the past, like from my favorite to my least favorite, well, obviously my least favorite is going to be Carnage Trois. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. And then I would say maybe Lochdown would probably be slightly higher than this. I might put Seaman. Of course, that kind of sound wrong. I don't know. It's a real toss-up. But Massive Hunt. Actually, I might put Massive Hunt towards the low end. And of course, the Skinny Flick I would definitely put towards the top, along with Massive Hunt and of course Seaman, because again, I just love seeing these exotic parts of the world, especially Vietnam, because just. I know the whole history of us and Vietnam, but it's beautiful. I keep telling this to people. It's like, just peel the curtain of all of political things and economic socio-class bullshit. Just peel that off and admire the world where it is. And of course, I agree with Clarkson. He said it in an episode of Top Gear some time ago, where he said if this place was God's garden, this is his kitchen, or something like that. That, like, there's so many great, beautiful places of the world that just make you want to travel. And of course, I got tip of the hat to the Amazon guys, and I want to thank the Grand Tour guys again for inspiring me to become a world traveler. And of course, again, I've only traveled out of the country a few times. I've been to now 14 different states. And there's still a whole world that I definitely want to experience. Ireland, Scotland, Nam, Thailand, wherever, Egypt. Like, again, there's more locations I'm still trying to find and pile on. I might not get to them all one day, but eventually I would love to visit some of these places. Even if I want to go back to Italy again, or maybe go to England. Of course, my wife's been to England. She's told me about that. But that's a story for another day. So overall, but anyway, let me give my scores for these specials. Carnage Trois, I would probably give it a 5. Lochdown, I'm gonna probably give it a solid 7, maybe 7.5. But so that's where I leave it at that. That again, give the Grand Tour guys a watch. And of course, I might review Clarkson's Farm eventually. I don't know. There's a whole lot of our projects going on, and a lot of things coming my way. All right. So that's right. Let me know what you think. Those videos, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting videos.